Marcos Evangelista de Moraes, the most capped player for the most successful team in the history of the FIFA World Cup. Better known as Cafu, the flying fullback is a Brazilian footballing icon.
I feel very proud to be the only athlete in the world, and obviously in Brazil, to wear the Brazilian shirt the most times. It fills me with pride, and I have a feeling of a job well done. It's not easy for a Brazilian to wear the national team shirt 148 times, especially when you're a wingback.
The man from Sao Paulo is a serial record breaker. 3 of those 148 appearances were in finals of the FIFA World Cup. No other player has ever achieved this.
I think it's very unlikely for it to happen again, so I feel very honoured to be the only footballer to have achieved it. None of the other great footballers have managed to play in 3 consecutive World Cup finals. So it's a great feeling to have achieved that.
USA 1994. A 24-year-old Cafu came of age on the international stage.
It didn't come as a shock, because I was prepared. When you go to a World Cup, you must be ready to play at any time. I worked hard to be ready for when I was needed and for any game. I had that chance in the World Cup final, and wow, it was the opportunity that I needed to show the whole world what I was capable of. You have to be ready for that opportunity to happen. So when Pereira looked back at me and said, "Cafu, you're going on," I was surprised, but I was ready to play my part.
Preparado já para entrar dentro de campo. Bom, é uma expectativa muito grande.
The expectation is huge. It's not exciting for us. It's more of a hope it will end quickly, so you'll know whether you are a champion or not. There was a lot more pressure on the first 5 guys than there was on us watching from the side.
Maior do que a nossa, que só estava torcendo do lado de fora.
4 years later in France, and Cafu had a very different final experience.
Unfortunately, the Brazilian team came up against a better side. France played very well in that game. Many people say Brazil didn't play well, but that takes away from France's achievement. France deserved to win because they played the better game. Unfortunately for us, we didn't play well enough to beat them.
Then in Yokohama in 2002, the ultimate accolade. A second title, but this time as captain of the country.
Leading a group of players that wants to win is much easier than leading a group that doubts themselves, isn't committed, or is divided. That 2002 team was very easy to lead because everyone had the same aim, which is to be world champions. When you have that togetherness and there are no egos, it certainly makes your job easier. Everyone has problems, but our problems were simple to solve because we were focused on becoming champions. There is nothing better than being a world champion and lifting the cup. I think it's been the dream of every footballer and every captain of the Brazilian team to have that honour and the pride of lifting the World Cup and to say, I am a champion for my country.
And at the very pinnacle of Cafu's career, the Brazilian record breaker took a moment to thank the people closest to his heart.
When I wrote 100% Jardim Iren on my shirt, and when I paid tribute to Regina, I hadn't planned it. I had no idea all of this would happen. Regina has been with me for over 30 years, and I think it was fair to pay tribute to her in that moment for everything we have been through together and everything we have experienced. Jardim Iren is the neighbourhood where I was born, where I grew up, where I spent my childhood, and where I had my foundation. I wanted to show them that someone coming from a humble neighbourhood with no prospects at all can still turn out to be a great athlete and a good person. So those were the 2 tributes to Regina and to my neighbourhood, Jardim Iren.
Essas homenagens que eu acabei fazendo na hora, tanto para Regina como para o meu bairro Regina.